what these people don't understand is how important straight-talking, old-school common sense is. Oh, they'll confess to you behind closed doors in whispered and hushed tones, "You're right, but you just can't say that. It's not politically correct." One of the most important things that we all must realise is that we are dealing with facts. And my friends, to believe in Anglospheric exceptionalism is not racist. Those that cry and paint racism are at best selective and at worst deceptive. They forget that the societies of the Anglosphere have been the most accommodating and tolerant of cultural diversity around the world. Try finding multiculturalism in Saudi Arabia or China. I wish you luck. The other thing is that if these critics raise race as a subject in the context of a discussion on the Anglosphere, then quite clearly they do not even understand the basic premise of the concept. But ladies and gentlemen, my friends, to believe in Anglospheric exceptionalism is not racist. It is a matter of fact. Western values are superior to non-Western values. History is on our side, as we have been the cradle of freedom. It is not by chance that the Anglosphere has excelled in economic growth and innovation, for it was your country, the peculiar island of England, that produced a set of institutions at a time when the other advanced nations of Europe and Asia could not. And we've covered some of them already. Continuous representative democracy, the common law, the respect for private property. For those of you that believe that Anglospheric exceptionalism, the notion of Anglospheric exceptionalism, is fanciful or some type of fantasy or right-wing arrogance, a charge that has often been levelled against me, I ask you to consider these three examples, three comparisons of two countries each of them geographical neighbours, and one country in each of the comparisons has a significantly lower population. The three examples that I put to you are Indonesia and Australia, Singapore and Malaysia, and mainland China and Hong Kong. I will list the respective populations of each nation, their GDP per capita in US dollars, and their Human Development Index ranking, awarded not by me or Annesley or a fellow band of conservative brothers, but by that bastion of productivity and teeth, the United Nations, something that they base on an aggregate of life expectancy, living standards, and a variety of other factors. Let us begin with Australia and Indonesia. Indonesia has a population of 229 million people. Australia has a population of 22 million people, less than 1/10 the size of Indonesia. Indonesia's GDP per capita is $3,980, ranking it 121st in the world. Australia's GDP per capita is $36,918, ranking it 15th in the world. Indonesia's Human Development Index ranking is 111th in the world, and Australia's Human Development Index ranking is 2nd in the world. Indonesia has been a settled society for over 500,000 years. On the other hand, Australia has been a settled Anglosphere society since 1788, yet in that short time has advanced in leaps and bounds ahead of a non-Anglosphere society 10 times its size on its doorstep. The Indonesian president recently visited Australia and addressed the parliament in what was considered a historic occasion. And he spoke of his fellow Indonesians' admiration of the high living standards and prosperous society that Australians enjoy, noting that 200 years ago it would not have been possible for an Indonesian president to address an Australian parliament, for there was no Australia. Yet in those 200+ years, Australia has been the engine for growth and a marvel of mankind in its region, becoming far superior to societies and countries that have been settled for hundreds of thousands of years. The second example which I will put to you is that of Malaysia and Singapore. Malaysia has a population of some 28.5 million people. Singapore has a population of some 5 million people. Malaysia's GDP per capita is $14,081, ranking it 59th in the world. Singapore's GDP per capita is $51,226, ranking it 4th in the world. Malaysia's Human Development Index ranking is 66th in the world, and Singapore's Human Development Index ranking is 23rd in the world. This is a comparison between Singapore, a former British colony, and Muslim Malaysia, a federation of states that briefly flirted with the Anglosphere in the post-colonial era, but sadly, and to her detriment, did not retain any Anglospheric attributes. Up until the 1990s, Malaysia was best known for its rubber and tin production. But in recent times, its government has embraced Western civilisation by opening its borders for free trade, and it is now considered one of the powerhouses of scientific development in the world. Singapore is the #1 financial centre in Asia, with low taxation, free trade, and it remains a vastly superior society to that of Malaysia. The third and final example which I wish to bring to your attention is that of a comparison between mainland China and Hong Kong. China has a population that is rapidly approaching 1,340 million people. It's a lot of Chinese. Hong Kong has a population of some 7 million people. China's GDP per capita is $5,659, which ranks it 97th in the world. Hong Kong's GDP per capita is $44,413, ranking it 10th in the world. China's Human Development Index ranking is 91st in the world, and Hong Kong's Human Development Index ranking is 24th in the world. Ever since the Treaty of Nanking was signed in 1842 and the subsequent 99-year lease agreement signed in 1898, when Hong Kong was under British rule, this tiny provincial island has been a capsule of Western civilisation within China. And it has proven to be an economic juggernaut with economic development, representative justice, high literacy rates, and world-renowned educational institutions.